Hello everyone, welcome back again to Spiritual Growth Tarot and Astrology. I'm Denise. Welcome if you're new. We have so many wonderful people in our community here. So anyway, this is Trump's weekly reading. It's, as you can see in the title that I'll put up, it'll be from the December 10th through the 16th. And an interesting thing that's happening on the 12th is that the new moon that's coming in at 20 degrees Sag lands exactly on his moon and his south node. So I'll just have to check that out and see how it goes. So hold on, I'll be right back and swap out cameras here and bring over my table. Okay, so I'm using the Visions of Life Tarot again by Taroka Studio, and settling into this week first. I also want to look at the big picture. Just to see, like, even if things don't make it to court in time, because of all of his delays and, his appeals, which are basically delay tactics, and because everything's probably going to get pushed to SCOTUS, and who knows what will happen there. Even if he goes all the way through to, if he makes it through to the election, how's it going to go for him? Maybe his soul needs to learn on a different level, because he really does hate losing. So maybe it's more than a legal situation that he needs to go through. But he's just such the litigant. He's just so well versed in how to handle things through the court system, and his dad taught him that. So, okay. So the forces in motion for him this week. Ooh, a big can of whoop-ass upside the head. Something is ending this week. Yeah, I know he doesn't get to claim presidential immunity. That happened, that actually happened within last week's reading. So this is something new. Some big change. Okay. What's his greatest challenge this week? Yeah. Yeah. So Page of Swords, the truth's coming out. It's worse than the Emperor has no clothes. Look at those skinny little legs. He doesn't have skinny legs though. But anyway, I think this is just, his lies and the things that he says, the way he gets the noose around his own neck based on what he's saying. I think it's what he says out in public that is the biggest challenge for him. Let's see. What he has some control over. Well, again, what people hear, what he says. I know this is the Judgment card, but I'm going with the pictures. And then again, too, we could just say that what he does have under control is how his base hears him. Oops, that card fell out, so that's got to be it. Yeah, here's his past. Trying to find financial stability. Okay. But anyway, his base only hears what they want to hear. They eat it up. It's definitely not coming from peace. That's for sure. But the Judgment card could be very well judgment. Basically judgment. Okay, what's hanging over him with no control? The Six of Cups. Ooh. Now, it's called nostalgia, and yeah, he probably can't control his eating. That's why I thought it was hilarious that they said, the reason that McCarthy, or maybe it was McCarthy that said it, the reason that he said he went down to kiss the ring, or he didn't say kiss the ring, but go to visit Trump in Mar-a-Lago, had to do with that Trump wasn't eating, and I just, like, yeah, bullshit. No, he's always eating. But the Six of Cups to me is my memory loss card. So that's, besides him not being able to stop eating whatever he wants, you know, he's a born psychopath. He has an impulse control disorder. What else do you need to know, right? I mean, it's all right there. Near future, Nine of Pentacles. Well, yeah, it's just the luxury life, right? Still has that. I don't really know how self-sufficient he is, honestly. Let's see. What he's attracting this week. And maybe I'll go a little further out as well. Five of Wands. In this deck, it's major conflict, and especially with money. People are looking at where he spends his money, and, well, and probably he's losing a lot when it comes to bringing money in. And then also with the Nine of Cups in this deck, that's funny, it's overconfidence. She's looking at this guy like, what's he? Is that where I'd end up if I hang out with that guy? And this guy's got the crazy hair, right? So what he's attracting long term is this overconfidence, and I don't think that's going to go too well for him. Okay, I'll make room here. These cards are so big. So how others are influencing this week and further out. Yeah, he's always been afraid of people throwing tomatoes at him, or we want to throw meteors at him, right? I'm not condoning anything like that, though. No violence. But this card right there, it's defeat. And the Five of Swords is conflict. It's your deepest inner wounding. It's just not winning. It's living in duality. And then further out, Page of Pentacles. Yeah, he's going to learn something. Interesting. Let me move these over a little bit. Okay. Distant future. This is distant future. This would go out beyond this week, of course. Profit and loss. Two of Pentacles. Trying to juggle things. Yeah, okay. And then, even further out than this week, Ace of Swords, trying to make decisions, but his head's always gone because he's just always thinking about money. I think he's going to be, like, begging. I mean, he does that already. They send out, like, 500 emails a week to each of their... Never mind. There we go. Outcome for this week, Ten of Swords, faceplant, Lori says. I love the way she reads that card. Faceplant. And in this deck it's treachery, and people have died, and he doesn't care. And let's go a little further out too. He's going to need a lot of stamina, strength to keep running. And let's see. Keep going. I don't think he's going to get it. Honestly, don't think he's going to get it. We had this last week. I had this card when I remember now, when I read on Elon Musk, and then after I was done and I was putting the cards back together, I realized, oh, this was like, the Twitter cage, right? Okay, so, but he's Eight of Pentacles, he's just going to keep working, has that, he's going to need endurance. How's it going to go? this is the evangelical base. That's what that is. And then, of course, can he stay balanced? Can he stay moderate? I don't, you know, I get the feeling he's going to make it to the election. Although I didn't allow for reversals. Let's go ahead and, well, what was on the very bottom? His charm, family issues, money, dream on, yeah, the world. I don't know. It's, you guys, it's kind of, I mean, I've always seen him going down, but it's kind of scary because we're running out of time. And if he does get in again, although I can't really see that, but if he does get in again, I'm using the Kipper. If he does get in again, he'll be able to, you know, well, then again, maybe there would be something put in place that could keep him from doing, you know, what he plans to do, which is put himself in and not leave until he dies. All right. How is this going to go? Long term. Donald John Trump. What is your long-term future? I'm going to take it all the way out to the election. November 5th, 2024. Whether he wins or loses, I mean, if he loses, he's going to pretend he didn't. How's this going to go for him? Oh, okay. He'll be stopped. He'll be restricted. So, yeah, probably with that other deck I should allow for reversals, even though I leave them upright because of the images. But now I'm realizing I do need to allow for reversals for that deck. This could literally be him being locked up. Okay, there's loyalty. Oh, a change in loyalty. Health issues. Rut-row, the indictments, maybe there's some unsealed indictments, maybe witnesses, get him locked up. Hold on, I gotta turn this fan off, it's driving me nuts. Yeah, something new, okay. This could have to do with J6 because it was a violent, you know, situation. But, you know, this is my being tortured with worry and stress. Adjudication would have to do with, you know, going back and forth, maybe even all these different appeals. Something to do with money, feeling helpless. Ooh, foreign money, foreign issues. Okay, unexpected income, let's see. Melania is, yeah, she's not having it. I think she's pretty well done. All right, Mr. Flump. There's Jack Smith and Alex Whiting. Here's DOJ. J6, okay. All right. So, oh yeah, good, those all fit. Okay. So I'm going to stick with the center here because it's pretty much right here. And then we'll look and see all the reasons why, you know, to back these cards up. So restriction, imprisonment, of those 91 counts, something's going to get him. I do believe that finally, when it comes down to it, it's going to be Jack Smith's. This could be the classified documents case. right? This would be Jack Smith but that would be Aileen Cannon. And this could be her being helpless, although she's younger. She's younger, but it still could be a judge. And for some reason or another, I feel like this is, or not some reason or another, the other reason, I feel like this is also Judge Chutkin and the J6 committee case right here. So the attack on the Capitol, and here's the attack on the Capitol here as well. Melania is not happy at all. That's just another side piece in there. And as far as her loyalty to him, that's even changed. And although she could have problems, legal problems herself, I'm not sure if it would, I think it would be more in the form of, you know, the New York case. Because of signing, I'm sure she would have signed tax documents. But anyway, that's another whole distraction. Okay, restriction, imprisonment. And not just him, but the people that have been loyal to him. Some new health problem. He could try to throw a lot of money and care at, but it's not going to work. Look at this line right here. A health problem that has him locked up and restricted, you know, in his body. And his own self-sabotage and his own violence. That is amazing right there. This could be literally something from the doctor that, because this can be a doctor card right here. Adjudication it's not always about, you know, judges. It can be a doctor. And this could be a diagnosis that he doesn't like getting. And again, yeah, he can throw a bunch of money at it, but I think that this would have to do with all his drug addiction, all his Adderall, cocaine when he was younger, then Adderall to help him focus. And then, you know, when you use stuff like that, I imagine you'd need some downers at night. And I've listened to enough of Noel Kassler's podcasts and videos on YouTube to know that, you know, he definitely has colon problems and smells like hell. I remember that guy saying that like nobody could stand being that close to him because his breath was just awful, and that had worn Depends. So there you go. This could be the DOJ. This could be Merrick Garland's strategy all along. And of course, he had to bring in Jack Smith, and Jack Smith brought in Alex Whiting. But the selling of documents to foreign countries, I see over here and to here. I think this is also Melania getting the heck out of Dodge at some point. Yeah. Wow. Okay, let me go up here with the first three. So this process could go beyond the election because this card can be 2 years. Now, maybe what takes 2 years would be the Jack Smith, Tanya Chutkin, you know, Judge Chutkin insurrection case. And we are like patiently waiting. So I'm kind of, normally this card can be, for timing, it can be 2 years, but it could just be about that one case. And then this card, when it comes to timing, can be within a few months. Now, I don't know that anything's going to happen within a few months. The problem is trying to get it even done by January of next year. So, but no matter what, I don't see him getting in the White House. Not with this card in the center. The family room is about his inner circle. Jack Smith has that under control. This would be, you know, like taking down Rudy Giuliani and, you know, even some of these other people that maybe that he gave pardons to, like, what's his name? Roger Stone and Steve Bannon. So this could be like literally that war room, because we're looking at the political, situation right here. And these would be the people. But this has always been my J6 committee card. But I get the stolen documents here too. Yeah, so maybe one of them goes, which one could go more quickly is my question. With Elaine Cannon, it's very possible that that one could be delayed the most, but that to me would be the stolen document, so I don't really know how to read this. Chutkin, Judge Tanya Chutkin, she is not going to, and this would be about her age. She is not. She's on to him. She knows that for him it's always a delay tactic. So she's going to do her best to get it going as quick as possible. So this shows me that she might be helplessly kind of waiting now, but when anything comes before her, she's going to knock it down and get it moving through the system. And so maybe I should just read this card as something that is developing, because it doesn't have to be a 2-year card. It just can be about, development, things that go back and forth. And this is the path. Now, moving over here to this side, we can see that the DOJ and Merrick Garland's strategy has been working very hard. And they have a good partnership, and they have good vision. And they're going to, at some point, give him the gift of a crisis. This card is like the Tower card in the tarot. So, and look at this line here. It's like, probably this is stressful even on Merrick Garland. It's been really hard. And he had the brains and the wherewithal, although I'm thinking now, and I don't care if somebody doesn't like me saying this, I'm telling the truth. I've always gotten these negative cards for Trump, and I've stood behind Merrick Garland all the way saying, yeah, he was, making sure that everything was right, all the documents, and making sure nothing was missed. But it still took too long, and that's why we're in this mess now. Because this could have been done by now if he could have gone faster. But we do have to give him tons of credit for having the wherewithal to bring in someone like Jack Smith. And I do understand that Merrick Garland, and I do understand that the way these cases go is that the DOJ doesn't bring a case that they don't think they can win. They don't put a case out there. They don't bring down indictments until they think they can win. So these cards make more sense to me now in the center. So yeah, we'll have the gift from Merrick Garland that really puts Trump under. And it is going to be about the fact that he's trying to steal the election. So maybe, now Fani Willis is right in here in this age too. I think she's 51 or 50. Yeah, I think she's 51. But who knows with her birthday? Maybe she's 52 now. From, this summer, because I think she's a Gemini. So, but anyway, I am thinking that something about foreign money, money laundering, RICO charges, right here, and the fact that Trump is just this huge thief, energy vampire, and it has always just tried to steal everything. Take and steal anything he wanted. I do believe he's the reincarnation of Mussolini, and I don't see him getting in again. I see him locked up. Even if it's just for a short amount of time. Or maybe it's that there's a new indictment that comes through, because this card can be about, something new. And again, it's about the money. It's about the wealth that he has amassed, even from foreign countries, visiting the USA, visiting all of his, golf resorts. There's something in there. That's what the DOJ gets him for. Now we can also look at this card as being our Sheldon Whitehouse card, who has definitely been following the money. So okay, so I feel better now. Things might not happen as fast as we want, but they are definitely going to happen, and here's where he's going to land. Or maybe he's in a prison, a healthcare type of a facility, because he's just knucking futs, right? Because he is. Here's our crazy card. Here's our crazy card. Unless you're reading on somebody who's just going through a really hard time. But this guy's was crazy from the get-go. He was born into crazy. Okay, well, that's all I have. You guys let me know what else you get, too. And I'll get this uploaded meanwhile. Bye.